Good morning, everyone. We will start the morning call. US futures on Monday have declined amid rising threats of global and US central banks focus to tighter further interest rates. And the Asian markets are also have opened on a downtrend, and SGX Nifty is lower by about 0.4%. I will now invite the technical team to take the call forward.
Yes, thank you, Jihan. Good morning, all of you. This is Bharti. From the last few trading sessions, we are witnessing that the Nifty is facing a very strong resistance at around 18,000 psychological.
Swati, your voice is very low. Can you
Am I
talk a bit
audible
loud?
now?
Yeah, better, much better.
Yes, thank you, Jihan. Good morning, all of you. This is Swati. Look, from the last few trading session, we are witnessing that the Nifty is just facing a strong resistance of 18,000 psychological mark, which gives us some sort of a cautious sign. Friday, we have seen that the Nifty was down by almost 1%, and Bank Nifty was down almost down by 1.8%, which gives some sort of a cautious sign as we are witnessing a selling pressures at the higher levels. Looking towards the Asian markets, I believe our Nifty is likely to open with a little bit of gap down opening at around 17,700 levels. Any move below that level on the closing basis will take down a Nifty towards 17,000. 620 will be the first target, then second will be a 17,540 levels on the downsides. Whereas on higher side, the resistance is placed at 17,840 will be the first resistance zone. If it's cleared at level, then 17,920, 18,000 levels can be seen. But the overall view will remain cautious on the Nifty side. One should book the profits at the higher levels, and any dips towards to 17,500 and so will can catch up with some bounce back rally from that support level. Coming towards the Bank Nifty, the first resistance is placed at 39,270, 39,500 levels. Whereas on the downside, 38,740 will be the first support level. Any move below that level, we expect a selling pressure likely to be intensified, which might take a Bank Nifty towards 38,500 and 38,200 levels on the downsides. The overall view will remain cautious on the Bank Nifty as well. Coming towards the Nifty Finance, for today intraday purpose, 17,750 is the first support zone. Below that level, 17,670, 17,600 levels can be seen. Whereas on the upside, 17,900 and 18,000 are the crucial resistance. We need to keep eye on it. The view will remain cautious as long as it trades below the resistance levels. So one should not initiate a major long positions. If you have it, just hold up with the strict stop losses. I think that's it from my end. I request Neeraj to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. On the derivative front, looking at the overall position, the open interest has risen a bit. But now this being the expiry week, this is expected that the open interest increases. And generally, when we have a very good expiry, buying expiry, there are days where, near the expiry where you will see some amount of selling pressure. So on Friday, we've seen that even today, there can be some amount of selling pressure, and the data also suggests the same. The 17,900, 18,000 call strikes have added a lot of open interest built up, indicating that for this expiry, 17,900, 18,000 will become strong resistances, and we might, continue to remain pretty much range bound with some selling pressure today. 17,500 is a good support area, so there are possibilities where Nifty can touch these levels, retest them, and then again bounce back up towards 17,900, 18,000 levels in the coming time. So largely this expiry should be range bound for the next 3-4 days. From the stock specific front, L&T has witnessed good amount of open interest built up yesterday on Friday, and likely to see more buying support. Also, ACC, Ambuja, and the cement pack as a whole did witness good buying, so they are likely to witness further buying going forward. some IT shares did witness buying. So L&T Technologies, Infosys are continuously witnessing some good buying action. So even though they might open soft today and some selling in the start can be seen, but through the day and through the next couple of days, we might see good buying coming in into the IT stocks, and they might be the leaders, of the next 3 or 4 days. So that's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Yeah, good morning. Larsen and Toubro has announced on Saturday that it will commit itself to work across the green energy value chain, and it is planning to invest $2.5 billion, which is almost 20,000 crores over the next 3 to 4 years. The company plans to move in the clean energy space in a big way and aims to enter into manufacturing of key technological equipment, which could be electrolyzers, advanced cell batteries, and fuel cells. This will also help them to diversify away from the traditional dependence on refinery EPC projects, and they can actually going forward get into EPC projects of these kind of new technologies. So overall, this is positive for Larsen and Toubro. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. As per the media sources, Wipro has decided to hold back variable pay for its mid and senior level employees, while fresher and junior level staff will get variable pay after 30% cut. In an email, the company said that the variable pay cut is happening due to operating margin pressure. This is negative to the company. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry for joining late. Me joining late. In fact, about the market, what we see that due to dollar index moving up and inflation concerns are emerging in the US, the US market went down and futures are also low. But the commodities are positive, and Hong Kong and Chinese market are positive, as China Central Bank has reduced the loan rate by 0.5% or 5 basis point, though it is very minimal and even lower than market expectation of 10 bips. But apart from that, Chinese central bank has also said that they will be giving special loans to support the property market and for the delivery of the houses to the buyer. So that has taken the some of the iron ore moving up by around 2.3% and steel moving up by around 0.5%. Iron ore also moved up mainly on account of higher production which has come for the current last month, which has been announced today. So that has also supported the iron ore prices. But overall, apart from Hong Kong and China, other markets in the Asian markets are lower, and we may see similar trend of that respective. Apart from that, Adani Power has acquired DB Power. It's a 1,200 megawatt power plant and coal-based, and has a long-term PPA and short-term PPA agreement for the supply of the power. So operational power plant with most of the link arrangement already running in place. So it's such a good plant, but the valuation what we see that they had acquired at 7,200 EV of 1,200 coal-based power plant. So EV by 4 per megawatt works out to around 6 crore rupees, which is comparatively higher than general. The dealings are at around 5.5. So seems a bit costlier. They had acquired this plant. Apart from that, day before Friday, we met the management of Forbes Gokak, Forbes Eureka Forbes, which basically it's a company. Earlier it was with Sapurji Palanji, but now been acquired by Advent International, a private equity fund of US base, and they had almost holding of around 70 to 73% in the company. They are into water purifier and basically vacuum cleaner. These are the two key main product, and apart from that, they are there in some other products, but very minor holding. The differentiation of this company is that direct selling channel, which is the key thing which company do, which other are not doing. So that is something different. It has its own plus and minuses, but that is the differentiator. And apart from that, in around 2000 crore of revenue, 25% of revenue comes from service revenue, which is comparatively a high margin business. So if you see, the company's gross margins are almost at around 60%, mainly because of this service segment, which has a higher employee cost corresponding to that. And as such, EBITDA margins are last quarter it was at 8%, but if we take last 4-5 years, it was somewhere hovering around anywhere between 2 to 5%. So first sign of positiveness was also visible in Q1 result, wherein they had reported 8% EBITDA margin. Though no doubt this is comparatively a seasonally positive or favorable quarter for water purifier industry, as before rainy season, a lot of installed water purifier. What we got the first and from the company is that the new MD Pratik Pota has joined very recently, and will be looking at turning around or changing the business in coming period. They had not come up with any concrete plan up till now, but Pratik Pota has a very strong legacy and has done very good job in Jubilant Food earlier in its assignment. And recently, even CFO has also changed, has come from Hindustan Unilever. So management side, they had strengthened the things, and also they are taking a lot of initiative to reduce the cost. And what we see that there is a very good headroom for the growth, as last 5 year company has not shown any growth and lost market share. But with this new management team and new promoter, I think they will be easily able to grow faster in near term. So overall seems positive from here. The valuations are almost at par with any other company. The stock is trading at around 4 times EV by sales on a trailing basis, which is the case with even the other companies of similar type of. But what is, we see that the growth in this particular company will be much higher than the other company, and we'll see sharp improvement in sales, and also profitability improvement will also be there. So overall seems positive. So one can look to accumulate this stock. So now I'll hand it over to commodity team, please.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Today, gold and silver likely to witness some pressure. So gold could test 51, 200 to 150 levels, whereby it can be bought. So overall, it could be in a range from 51,500 to 51,150. So one can trade on a lower levels, can buy at 51,200 to 150. And again, it can be sold at 51,500. Silver too, though it could support the metals, as metals are edging higher. So we may not see that correction as per gold, but silver too can test 55 to 54, 700 on lower end. Copper looks good. Buying can be done at 672, 671 levels. It is continuously holding the 665, 666 zone support level. So buying can be initiated on lower end. 680, 82 can be the next target. Zinc too can be bought around 314, with a stop loss of 312. Prices can test 318 on higher end. Aluminum can be bought 209 levels with a stop loss of 207. Prices can test to 212.13 on higher end. Crude can be bought around 71.30 levels with a stop loss of 7050. Can again test 7300 on higher end. Natural gas seems to be in a range. We expect prices to trade with a range of 720 to 750 on higher end. However, can be bought six seven 730 is a good level to enter with a stop loss of 722. Again, prices can test 750, 760 on higher end. That's it from me. Ria can take over from here.
Good morning, everyone. So on the currency front, well, dollar index has shooted up to trade around 108, 108.30 levels. So the major reason backing the current appreciation into the dollar index is the China, which has the China central bank, which has done 10 bips rate cut, which we had seen, and also the prospectus of Chinese yuan devaluating again. So major of the rallies is fueled because of that. Another thing is there are data that have come in from the Europe side, which are indicating that early signs of Germany, France, and Italy going into the recession period. And if uh, some action is not taken, there could be a very difficult winter for the EU altogether, because they are already at the risk of energy rationing, record inflation, and tighter monetary policy. So for the Indian rupee, I think if you look at the today's open, it did open on a appreciative tone, but I think buying on the dips is a prudent way to trade in today's session as well. 79.80, 870, 79.88, 79.95 will be a very important resistance zone, and if it breaches that, 80.25 could be seen in today's session. You can maintain a support zone at around 79.70 levels. As far as other pair is concerned, uh, for the JPY INR 5816 will be a very important support, and if the pair breaches the same, you can go short into the JPY INR for a target of 57.83 with the stop loss at 57.40. For the Euro INR and the GBP INR, the lookout is bearish. For GBP INR, you can go short into GBP INR below the level of 94.46 for a target of 94.20, 94 with stop loss at 94.65. For Euro INR, 80.19 will be a very support zone, and if it reaches that, it could test the lows of 79.75. You can keep a stop loss at 80.40 in the Euro INR. So that's all the strategies that you can follow in the currency today. Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.